Welcome back on Dynamod. Today I want to propose you a video about the review about the fax released by the Game Workshop in July 2021 about the Battletome, the Seraphon. Because has been released the new edition, the Age of Sigmar 3.0 Dominio, so has been made a complete update of the fax. So this is a new group of fax that goes to substitute all the previous ones. So now we can go to see this new fax that will be the base for the next eventually upgrades of the fax themselves. So this is the base, and the next release about the fax will see an update, so that I'll not see the old ones that has been again posted, but only the new ones from the next about this fax. So now we can begin to see this fax. And the first fact that we see is about the Allergies abilities battle trait of the Coalesced, in this case, with the battle trait Primeval Domain, where you had to add that these scenario rules only apply if the mysterious terrain rules are being used. Usually there are, so it's not a problem. Anyway, it's a specific that it's good has been added. The second fact is instead about the ways of the Seraphon, so the general battle trait about the Seraphon with the battle trait the Siege Staff, that see the change from in the hero phase to the at the start of the hero phase, pick one friendly Seraphon wizard. So it's a change about the timing that this battle trait is available. And then we have a change about how the bound end spells work. So now it's specified that the end spells summoned by Seraphon Wizard are bonded to the model that summoned them. So each end spells, a bound the end spells is always controlled by the model to which it is bonded, and a model cannot be bonded to more than one end spells at the same time and cannot attempt to summon other end spells while it is bonded. If the model that summoned the end spells is removed from the play, then the end spells is moved from the play too. So it's a way to make that each Seraphon Wizard can have end spells attached, but each time only one available, so only a single end spells at each of the Seraphon Wizard. And then there is the change about the ones that can use the lore of Celestial Domination and the lore of Celestial Manipulation. It's simply the same it was before, it's simply added for the Domination, the Slan, and including unique units only. About the Manipulation, Shanks including unique units only. Anyway, it should have been the same too, because it would have needed only to have the keyword Slan and Shanks respectively. Anyway, it has been put in the way to clarify, so I think it's okay. And then we have an important change about the lore of Celestial Manipulation in the Bind and the Spells spell. So it's important, this one, because it changed quite a lot. Not about the casting value or the range, but because before it was until your next hero phase. Now the bonding is till the effect of the bond itself, so till the end spells is dispelled, or till the caster has died. So really, it's quite important as thing, because it changed quite a lot how this spell work. About the Realm Shape Engine, is specified with this fact that has been changed the rules, so this was cause is not anymore valid, and at the end of the video we see the new one about it. The next one, it's about the Dark Tail appear on command ability, and it's simply a rephrasing, but the effect it's still the same, so it's simply a wording change. The next fact, it's quite important because change heavily the behavior of the Fang of Sot ability parting shot. In fact, before it was related about the keyword skink or chameleon skink. Now they are considering this as word scrolls, so only the skinks and chameleon skink word scroll can do such one. So it's easier to do, but at the same time it means that only those specific units are able to apply such abilities. So pay attention about such difference, because it means that all the other units that have even the keyword and so on, they can't use such ability. Only Skink will scroll and Chameleon Skink will scroll. Then we have a fact about the Path to Glory, because has been completely updated the Path to Glory. So if you want to use this one, you have to use the old rules about Path to Glory, because these ones are incompatible with the new rules about Path to Glory itself. And then we have a fact that it's important about the ability Foresight of the Slam Starmaster. In fact, now has been changed in a particular way, because it says that if any friendly models with this ability are on the battlefield, it means that a model has to be on the battlefield, and so you can't fantasize to have it on reserve and so on and still apply. But the more important thing is doesn't mind how many of such models you have with these abilities, you can apply only once for each hero phase, goes for anyone. So doesn't matter how many, only once you can apply such one at the start of your hero phase. So instead of can being applied multiple times, it applies only once per hero phase. So it's important about this. And what we're seeing right now for the Slam Master with Foresight, it's about the Cosmic Herald ability for the Skink Starseer, so that again, if any friendly model with this ability are on the battlefield, so only on the battlefield, and doesn't mind how many Skink Starseers with this ability you have, it applies only once. So it's important to understand that has been decreased, I can say, the manipulating about the command points in this way. The last fact is about an important change about the ability Perfect Mimikai of the Chameleon Skink. That see an important one, because before the core modify add 3 to save rules for attacks that target the unit instead of one. Instead now it's models in this unit that are within 1 inch of a terrain feature have a word save of 4+. It's an important change, because now it's a fixed word, before it was an improving of the save, so it's completely a different one to see. It's much better, this one. The next fact is about the Staggered Mount, where you see the adding of a part of description that is mount, so that if this unit includes a Shank sheaf, the Staggered Mount becomes this unit's mount. So it's a way to describe how this behave in the case that you have this rider, so the Shank sheaf. It was understandable also before, but believe me, it's better that it's written so there are no misunderstanding about its role and how it behaves. Again, about the Staggered, in this case there has been a problem about the print of the damage table. So it has specified that the table is 0, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9+. It's simply a correction about a problem about the printing of the book itself. The next fact is about the engine of the god description, that has been the changing in the way that it add the Shank priest voice, so that you can understand which one is the ruler one of this model, but still it specify which are the different parts of the models itself. So the Shank priest, the crew and the mount. So it's perfect, because in this way you can't misunderstand the different roles of the parts of this model. So it's a good thing that has been specified and declared completely without any possibility of misunderstanding. The next one is about the bound and the spells. So this part it's not anymore available, because the rules about the end spells themselves has been changed, and you can find them in the General Handbook 2021 or in the app of RAM Age of Sigmar eventually. And remember that all the spells now about the Seraphon are bounded. So we have seen before how they behave in this same video. So pay attention about such change, because the end spells can be quite interesting right now. And then we had the Realm Shaper engine, that is the Shank feature specific for the Seraphon, and has been changed in a lot of different ways. Not about the ability that it's always the same power unleashed with the same effect, but about the definition that now see it as a faction terrain and it behaves like the general rules for the terrain features, about the garrison that has been changed to defensible, so that make that this is a defensible terrain feature that can be garrisoned up to 15 models instead of 20 before, so a decreasing of number. But the main one is that now with the setup rules we can remove another Shank feature that is completely within our territory and put this one. So finally we can deploy this terrain feature even if technically there would not be space to do. And remember that the limitation has to be always more than within 3 inches from objectives and other terrain features. So anyway, it's really quite understandable this change, because finally can be deployed without big problems about. So it's really quite good that has been set up this setup rule, so that we can change and make that we can deploy such one that it's a characteristic of the armies of the Seraphon, and before it was not so good to put on the battlefield. So from Dino Mode, it's everything. I invite you to put a like on this video, to subscribe to the channel, to ring the bell, and to comment this video if you are interested in something about this video or you want to suggest me some arguments for other videos. I hope to see you again. To the next time.